That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Long way to go on second down. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Intercepted deep in his own end. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The returner will field it and try to do some business. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Turning it on! And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brown. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Harris. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A give to Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Right side, it's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Going for it all. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Looking for room. He's got great speed. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the tight end. Sets his feet, it's Lindsey. Left side, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to get started. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Davis. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run inside. It's Smith. Shakes off the defender. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Running inside, it's Smith. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 13 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Volunteers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in this second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Smith. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Ford. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Harris. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the right, and that one's incomplete.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something, because this game's starting to creep along, and they really need to make something happen.
Hunt is on its way. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Hits inside, it's Ford. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Handoff again. Powers through the defender. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit.
Number 42 on to kick it away.
On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
One more time, it's Brown. They've got him corralled.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking deep. He's got it on the outside. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Marked down at the 42. And first down for the offense.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. Handoff for Brown. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that was a game's worth of frustration right there on that pass. That was a bomb down the field, trying to get it all back because the offense just hasn't found a way to get much going. Still got the bagel on the scoreboard, and that's not what they expected. That's not what they're accustomed to when they play offensive football.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. And you see he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
Got the completion on that last play, but they moved backward by a yard, so now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Arizona State. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Wants to throw on first. Hubs it downfield. Left side is Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Second down to the air. Fires it incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. Pulls and fired complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gonna look downfield again. Unleashes to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this 2-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a 1-possession game. From the gun, looking for a man. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Minnesota 16, Arizona State 6.
On the return, it's Thompson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He's past the sticks. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Looking for the edge. He'll do it himself. They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3.
Timeout,
And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. All over him immediately. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Third and long right here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Trying to make one miss. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Move. Eagle, check, eagle. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down. Now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Butler. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.